next up. Oh, yes. You, patient, I believe it's 437. Is that correct? Absolutely. How are you doing, Kitty? Wonderful. All right. Now, I don't want to talk to you just with your number name. So what is your real name? Felicity. Yes, that's right. I see it right here. Felicity. What a beautiful name for a kitty. Now, I do think that you know why you're here, right? You know, you are a kitty cat, and, you know, I'm under no delusions that perhaps you do not know what's going on, but perhaps I like to talk to you. I like to talk to you and to your lot, mainly because it makes me feel less lonely. So let me just say that, Felicity, you are a very special kitty. You know, you are not like other kitties, specifically because you are fated to go up into the stars. Yes, absolutely. Here in France, where I have immigrated from England specifically, so that I can help with the French space program. We are trying to figure out how to not only how to send people up there, but also what effects it might have on the physiology. Right, and so this is where you come in, right? We, of course, have opened you up. We've put some sort of technical devices in your brain. If you notice, there is a bit of a wire coming out of your head, you know, but there's nothing to fear about that. I've seen you play with it. It is not a toy. But that does remind me, I do need to take a look at it. But just to finish my explanation for you, Felicity, it is a monumentous occasion for you to be here, and, you know, if you do end up going to space, which I indeed believe that you might, you will, you know, be heralded amongst the French people as the first kitty in space. You know, and you will live a life of very splendor, a very short life of splendor, mind you, because we do have to euthanize you and examine your brain afterwards. But in between the you've landed and the opening of your body to take a peek at your brain, that time will be, you know, it'll be filled with splendor. So anyway, I just wanted to ask a few questions. Now, you have to meow once for yes, twice for no. We've put the little thing inside, so you should be able to understand me at the very least. So, do you fear space? Okay. Do you feel like you're ready to go to space? Okay. Do you want to do this for all of feline kind? Absolutely. Okay. Perfect. Those are the answers we like to hear here. Okay. Well, if that's it, then what I'm going to do for you now is I am going to perform a series of tests. Now, these are neurological tests, vision tests, hearing tests, just to make sure that you are in tip-top shape to go to space, okay? Okay, that sounds wonderful. Okay, so first thing that I want to do here, I want to do a bit of a neurological test, okay? So I have a deck of cards here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a wee shuffle. And after the wee shuffle, I'm going to pick one or two cards, all right? I'm going to need you to remember those cards. And then afterwards, I am going to show you another one or two cards, and you are going to have to tell me if they match or if they don't match, okay? So this is a simple memory test. If they match, you meow once. If they don't match, you meow twice, all right? Okay. And this is a new deck. The last deck, of course, was you know, torn to shreds by one of your brethren. You know, he's definitely not going into space, so. But, you know, I see it within you. I see it in your eyes, the determination, Felicity. You know, it's really, it's admirable. And, you might think to yourself, why are we sending you? Why are we sending a cat and not something else? Well, we did send rats before you, but their brains were a bit small. I will say the brains were a bit small, so it was a bit hard to gather a lot of information. So cats, I think, within are sort of the logical next step. And of course, afterwards, if it's successful with you, we'll probably end up sending monkeys afterwards because they are physiologically a bit similar to us. No offense, but we are certainly not felines ourselves. All right, so let's go ahead and pick 2 cards. Okay, this is your first card. And then this is your second card. Alrighty, so now I'm going to need you to shut your eyes for a second while I shuffle things around. Do not look, Felicity. Do not peek. Okay. Okay, Felicity. Was this one of your cards? Very good. Was this one of your cards? Very good. Alrighty, let's do that again, shall we? Let's pick a card for you. Felicity, remember this card, please. Felicity, remember this card. Okay? So. Alright, Felicity. Are your eyes closed? Don't peek. Alright, Felicity, look at me. Was this one of your cards? No. Alright. Was this one of your cards? No. Alright. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You are doing great, Felicity. Your memory is on point for a kitty cat. You do have selective object permanence, so this is showing really that you are above and beyond feline, the average for feline kind. Let's just say that. Alright, Felicity, so let's do that. So I'm going to give you 3 cards this time because I see the potential here. I want to see how far you can go. Card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. So you got that? Okay. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Felicity. Okay. Okay. So, Felicity, was this one of your cards? Yes. Okay. Felicity, was this one of your cards? No. Yes. Understood. Yes. Felicity, was this one of your cards? Very good. Very good, Felicity. Okay. Honestly, it seems that you are unbeatable. Okay. Let's do another version of the cognitive test. Okay. So I'm going to have here 2 dice. Do you know what a dice is, Felicity? Of course you do. You play with them all the time. It's your favourite toy. I'm going to put them in one hand, like so. And I'm just going to rotate them, okay? And then I'm going to show you the one that is in front, right? So if you can see here, one's in front and one's behind, right? So when I rotate them, like so, just the 2 of them, I'll open my hand again and you'll be able to see one in front and one behind, right? I need you to tell me whether you think the orange will be in front or if the white will be in front, okay? Yeah. White or orange, okay? Does that sound good, Felicity? Very simple. It is a cognitive test because what I'm going to do now is, you can see orange is in front, white is behind. So now it's 1 rotation, 2 rotation, 3, 4. Now, is orange in front or is white in front? Ready? Orange was in front. Here, let's do one that's a little bit simpler for you, Félicette. Orange is in front right now. I'm going to do one rotation. Now, is white in front or is orange in front? White is in front. So one rotation is 180 degrees. Remember your mathematics? Yes, so 180 degrees is one rotation. Okay, let's do this, but now let's be a bit more, let's just say interesting, right? So let's just see here. Adding purple. You ready? So for this one, a rotation will be whenever one makes it to the front, that counts as a rotation. Okay? So white is in front. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So what will be in front, you think? Okay, well, white is in front again. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, let's do that one more time. So, start differently here. Orange will be in front, as you can see. Now, I'm going to rotate them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What colour is in front, Félicette? Okay. 'Tis the purple. Okay, so next test, I'm going to test your vision, Félicette. So I'm going to need you to not be afraid. I am just going to test your vision with some light here. So I'm just going to go ahead and light this. There we go. Okay. So you see the light? Okay. I'm going, and firstly, Félicette, I need you to follow the light. So if you can follow the light for me, please, Félicette. Very simple. Doing a great job. I must say, a lot of kitty cats will follow the light. So you are on average so far. Okay. Let's just take a look here, Félicette. Just follow the light. Follow the light. Okay. Very good, Félicette. Very, very good. Okay. Next, I'm going to need you to tell me when this light leaves your vision, Félicette. So just meow for me, okay? All right. Very good, Félicette. Okay. Very good, Félicette. Okay. Very good, Félicette. Very good. Okay, next. Ooh, very good, Félicette. Very, very good. I am in awe of your sharpness of vision. Okay, so now I just need to see that your eyes are working as intended separately and together. So just stay still for me, Félicette. Look at my nose, you know. You love to bat at my nose sometimes, so just look at it. And I'm going to cut your vision here. And I just need to shine light. Okay. Okay. Very good, very good. Very good, Félicette. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side here, Félicette. Okay. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Very good, Félicette. Very, very good. Okay. Do you like the smell? Okay. Alright, so next up, Félicette, we are going to test your hearing. As a cat, your hearing is going to be pretty sharp, right? But we do want to make sure that we have a pretty solid foundation for you. Because, you know, deaf cats do exist, and we want to make sure that you are not one of them, simply because we want you to be in basically the most able-bodied feline possible to end up going into the stars. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 sticks. I'm going to tap them 3 times, either up close or far away. So what I need you to do is tell me if the first 3 taps are up close or far away. That's all you need to do. I'm going to do them twice, right? So as an example, because I know your kitty cat brain is having a hard time understanding this. For example, I'll do, and then I'll do, and you'll tell me that the first set of 3 is the one that's close to you. So if I did instead, and then you would say the second set is the one that was closer to you. Understood? Okay. Now, close your eyes, Felicity. Close your eyes, Felicity. Very good, very good. All right, ready? Okay. Very good. It was the first set. Very good. It was the first set again. Second set. It was the first set again. Second set. Absolutely wonderful work, wonderful work. Let's continue on here. I want to really make sure. Okay, it was the first set again. So now what I want you to do is I'm just going to do 1 tap. So just, and you're going to have to tell me. So it's going to be a little bit harder, Felicity, but you can do this, okay? All right, so close your eyes again. Close your eyes, Felicity. Close, close, close. Oh, my bad. Okay. It was the second. It was the first. It was the first again. Okay, well done, Felicity. Now, next up, I have some tape here. Now, I understand your kind, feline kind, don't particularly love tape, right? So this is how we're going to test, or at least how I'm going to test, that your sense of touch is perfectly wonderful and good, okay? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take some tape, this piece of tape right here, and I'm going to stick it on you, right? And I need you to tell me when I stick it, right? So I'm going to need you to close your eyes for this again. And what you're going to do is just tell me when you feel it, all right? Okay, either you shudder or you meow, whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing to let me know that this piece of tape has touched you, all right? Okay, ready? All right, let's begin. Close your eyes. Okay. Wonderful. Very good. Good job, Felicity. Very, very good. Good job. Good job, Felicity. Good, good, good. Good job. Oh, very good. Very good job. Wonderful. Good. Okay. Let's try here. Good. Good job. Good, good. Very good. Very good job, Felicity. To be honest, I am very impressed with your performance. So, I'm just going to write down here a few notes about you, Felicity. Okay. Cat. passed many of the tests. I have one more test for you, but this is going to be a bit different. This is going to tap into your prey and predator instincts. So there is a correct answer here, okay, Felicity? Because when you go up there, we don't know what's up there. You know, you could encounter something and you need to defend yourself. So I'm going to show you 4 different creatures, right? They're not really creatures of this earth, but they're kind of this earth. And I need you to meow at me at the one that you find the most terrifying. And then I also need you to meow at me at the one that you find the least terrifying, right? So I need you to essentially rank them from most terrifying to least terrifying. Okay? All right, so this is number 1. This creature. So, keep in mind this creature. Where would you put this creature on a scale of 1 to 4 in terms of being terrifying? And it's exclusive, right? So if this is the least terrifying, then the rest will have to be 2, 3, 4, right? So, but you don't have to give your answers until the end. Okay. Now, second is this. Is this the most terrifying, the least terrifying, or somewhere in the middle? What do you think? Okay. Next, we have this. Where does this land in the most terrifying to least terrifying list? Okay. Lastly, we have this. What do you think? Where does this land? Okay. So, give me your answers. Okay. 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 Very good. You know, it's a bit, I wouldn't say you aced that, but it's not necessarily something that you need to ace. If you wanted to understand, I would say that this is the least terrifying because it is basically a squirrel, and you hunt those all the time, right? So it's just a modified squirrel. So in case you find something like that in the space, in the skies, right? You might, you should be more of a predator when it comes to that. So this would be number 1 in the least terrifying. So if 4 was the most terrifying and 1 was the least terrifying, this would be 1. And so number 2, of course, would then be this. So this is basically a little seal. Now, of course, if it was an actual seal, it would be up there, right? It would be pretty, but it's pretty small. It's pretty small. So I would say that this is number 2 for you. Okay. And then number 3 would be this. Mainly because this is basically another cat. You fight your brethren all the time. So this is a lychee cat that you fight all the time. Cats they're not a predator of you, but they're certainly not prey. So just something to keep in mind. So this would be 3. And of course, number 4 would be this. And that's because this is basically a fox. And a fox can hunt a cat if necessary, especially a really big fox. So just something to keep in mind, for next time, Felicity, for next time. Anyway, I do think that you've done very well, Felicity. So I do think you're going to be on the next mission. And if it is successful, because, I think the last mission blew up. So, let's hope that doesn't happen this time. You will be very famous. So, let's go ahead, write down. Okay. So, that will be it. You don't need to stay here any longer, so you will go ahead and go over there. You'll get your treat, and then you'll be, played with for a bit and then put down for a nap, okay? All right, then. Well, have a good time, Felicity. Bye-bye.